I think that entrepreneurship is the most profound personal growth experience that any human being can have. Right. And it's just like a relationship. It's like, be careful what you wish for, because when people go into it, they want the end result, right? They want the freedom. They don't want anyone else to be telling them what to do. They want the wealth, right? They want the safety of having a lot of money in the bank. They want the admiration of, hundreds of people, thousands of people, millions of people. They want the world to give them the badge that they're enough, right? That they've done it, that they have it in them, that they're capable, that they're worthy. And entrepreneurship becomes, unfortunately, an entirely misguided way to have these things. But the cool thing is that entrepreneurship becomes a forcing mechanism for us to do the inner work to truly create these things for ourselves, right? So entrepreneurship brings every single doubt, fear, trigger, dysfunction, everything out, because it gives us a lot of objects to project on, right? So we have a team, and now we can project on the team. So we can project our insecurities on the team. We can project our control issues on the team, and we see it, right? And it's a mutual service. They're doing us a service by being the object that we project on, so we can see ourselves. The business becomes another object. So something that I tell my clients a lot is that your business is 100% a direct reflection of who you are. So if a person's very dysregulated, very chaotic, very stressed, it's pretty visible in the business, right? If the person is dependent on others for validation and approval, then we see that in the business, right? Usually they've created these constructs where they're dependent on their customers, on the market, on the employees for that, to meet that need. So there's healthy entrepreneurship, there's, unhealthy entrepreneurship, and there's a continuum. But the other thing that I see is that most entrepreneurs operate in scarcity. And this is a fundamental level of scarcity, just like we talked about fundamental levels of safety. So scarcity is, another piece. And so fundamentally, if you look at pretty much every human being, they're operating in the scarcity of time, right? We never have enough time. Since the moment we're born, the clock is ticking till we die. And so we're always short on time. So this scarcity with entrepreneurs shows up in many ways. So first of all, it's, there's too many things to do and not enough time to do it in. So scarcity infuses every moment of every day for entrepreneurs, right? And again, this is a perceptual creation. In reality, we all have all the time that we need, but it is our perception that it's not enough. But it's rarely time that's actually the limiting factor, for success in terms of entrepreneurship, because we see like really successful people who have the exact same amount of time, because time is the great leveler. We all have the same amount of time. But it's not a question of them having more time that makes them successful. It's the degree to which and the level at which they can direct their attention. So Elon Musk, Steve Jobs, what these people have figured out, for example, is how to direct their attention in the highest leverage way. So entrepreneurship itself is a journey of increasing leverage. So in the beginning, the leverage is with time. So entrepreneurs start by selling their time, right? Because they have a skill, they have a value to offer, and they trade that for money. But rather than making money, a true entrepreneur builds a machine that makes money. Mm-hmm. And there's a huge difference. And this is why I think the work you do is so profound, because you teach entrepreneurs to change their relationship with money. And there's this quote that I heard, which I think you'll love. It says, broke people don't do the right things. Rich people do the right things. Wealthy people own the right things.
Mm.
And so building wealth and success and having real impact, therefore, with entrepreneurship is all about owning the right things. Most entrepreneurs, they build a job, right? They build a business that's reliant on them, and they become the main bottleneck because the wounded ego wants us to feel like we are important. And so when entrepreneurs source their core needs from their business, whether it's approval, whether it's belonging, whether that's control, whether that's uniqueness, whether that's safety, what happens is that they build the business around them. And they need to feel needed. So they like to feel like they're in control.
Mm-hmm.
As a result, the business never grows past them, right? And which for most entrepreneurs, it's quite terrifying. A business that is growing beyond them, that they don't have their hands in every single piece, is absolutely terrifying. So entrepreneurship at the end, to me, is the ultimate personal development tool that brings us face to face with every single demon we have. And how we navigate it determines if we use it to grow and evolve, or if we fight for our limitations, if we fight for our patterning, if we fight to stay the same, right? And engineer the world outside to create that feeling within. So going back to the idea of scarcity, the thing is, if we shift our fundamental point of reference from not enough time, not enough money, not enough approval, right? I'm not good enough, I haven't done enough, I haven't achieved enough, and I'll only be happy when, if we shift from that to feeling abundant, feeling enough, feeling like we have all the time in the world, right? Feeling like we have what it takes, and that we're on this infinite journey of growth and evolution over a lifetime, it completely changes the experience of entrepreneurship. We go from playing to not lose, to playing to win, to playing to play. And when entrepreneurship becomes play, when anything becomes play, it becomes fun. And whatever is fun is energy positive. It fills us with life force. We enjoy it. You can't, rip us away from that, right? And it becomes a self-sustaining thing that we can sustain over a long period of time. It's giving us a lot of joy. It's giving us a lot of love. It's giving us a lot of purpose. And that, I think, is the ultimate goal. That should be the ultimate goal for every entrepreneur. It's to make this sustainable over the long term, to make this energy positive, to make this a source of life, a business that allows us to thrive. And that's a win-win-win. So a win for me as the entrepreneur, a win for you as the customer, as the employee, as a stakeholder in the business, and a win for the world as a whole, a win for the community. And what I'm seeing is that businesses that are a true win-win-win are thriving. They're doing really well because the energy inside the business, energy inside the company is really high. And the energetics that apply to us on a personal level also apply to us at an organizational level. The organization is thriving. There's less stress. They're creating a lot of value. People are happy. Their bodies are healthy. They feel good. They feel like they're coming alive every day. And everyone who touches that business can feel that. And so they want to do business with them. And that this creates this viral loop. And those businesses prosper. And the world prospers as a result.